So we'll get going with the core circuit this morning. And here's what we got. So today is 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. And we've got pairs of exercises. We're going to do the pairs 6 times. So we're going to do each exercise in the pair 6 times. We'll rest for a minute, and then we'll move on to the next pair. And so total of 21 minutes with the rest time. But so this morning, the first pair, Deadbug and mountain climber. So a Deadbug is you're lying on your back. Kneecaps are facing the ceiling. You're going to keep your knees at about 90 degrees up top here. All right, knees are at 90 degrees, hips are at 90 degrees, and then fingertips point up towards the ceiling. Here you're going to work real hard to press your whole spine into the floor, including your low back. Right, and we'll drop this down so you can challenge yourself. So if you keep your knee bent, it's easier than if you're reaching out. All right, so you can challenge yourself as you want to there, and we'll just alternate. The one important thing is as you do that, the legs that aren't reaching, the leg and arm that are not reaching are going to be stable. Okay, so sometimes people start like moving arms and legs when they're not supposed to be moving. So just reach with opposites there, and that's it. All right, second one, mountain climbers. We know that push-up position, and then you're either marching or running your knees up under you. Second group, side plank. That can go from your elbow or from your arm, like with a straight arm from your hand. Just remember that top foot is going to be placed in front. So we got 20 seconds on one side, 20 seconds on the other. The second one of those in the pair is a plank jack, which I'm going to be 100% honest. I can't endorse these. So if you are okay, I think we've done them once before. All right. So the plank jack is you're here, and then we hop out to here, in and out. Okay. But what all I see happening is back stuff going, like your mid back going like that as you're jumping. So I'm going to be tapping out to the side. So here, and just tap and tap and tap and try to freeze everything right in the middle. All right. Last group, our last pair of exercises, wide stance anti-rotation. So you will need a band, a steady band, or a vertical wall that you can, or door frame that you can press into. But basically, we want to make this motion, right? But it's going to be frozen. So if I'm pushing this way, whatever, the band is going to be pulling this way, or I'll be pushing into something that's solid. So that's the anti-rotation. We'll do 20 seconds each side. And then the push-up position, knee taps. So we kind of go from this plank or push-up position and reach back and tap your opposite knee. Reach back and tap your opposite knee. So it's kind of like half of a downward facing dog. And then we're taking one hand off the ground. Okay. So let's finish up our roll. We got finish up with 30 seconds of rolling here. And then we'll meet on top of the roller. 15 more seconds.
Good morning.
And good. Okay. So let's put your butt at one end of the roller and rest your head on the other end. So that's rollers going right down your spine. If you don't have one, that's okay. We can do this just on the floor. But from here, we're going to go thumbs on the floor. Okay, so thinking like thumbs up with your hands down by your side. Then we're going to reach back, keeping that low back glued to the roller. We're going to reach as long as you can, and we're just looking to touch thumbs to the floor. When we come back, okay, hands to the ground here. I'm guessing no one will have a problem here, but as you get up, You really want to keep your low back glued to the floor or to the roller. And we reach. So it's the shoulder flexion, but we've got a little extra ways to go because if you're elevated from the roller. So we're reaching up. Think about making that double chin also. So we want to get as much of your spine as you can on the roller. And good. From there, let's reach up in the letter Y. Slide those elbows down into your back pockets. We're reaching up again. And good. Let's roll off to the side. So we're on the floor, bringing your knees up. Okay, we're going to open. So inhale, exhale, and we open up, keeping those knees glued on, right on top of each other. Almost a little bit of tuck with your tailbone. So we're opening and closing. And good. Let's go to the other side. Keeping that belly strong, tailbone tucked just a little bit. And good. While we're on our side, let's go ahead and grab one leg's, your bottom leg's going to go straight. You're going to grab your shoelaces. And then we're pulling that knee in or heel into your butt. And the last part of that is we're going to try to get your knees straight over top of each other. So rather than letting this knee float out in front of you here, we're going to use your butt cheek and really try to drive behind. We're just holding a quad stretch. And good. Let's roll over to the other side. And try to keep that body nice and long. And using your butt cheek to drive your knee back so that it could stack right on top of your other knee. And good. All right, let's go to a push-up position. Then we're going to push your hips up towards the ceiling. Let those heels drop down. We're getting a hamstring stretch. Try to duck your head right in between your arms. And you can shift side to side there just to kind of work into the stretch. So we're feeling that stretch down the back of your legs. All right, then we're going to step through with one foot up into a pigeon stretch. We're bringing that shin up and across. We're going to alternate these. So let's go ahead and reach back to that downward facing dog. And then we reach through with the other leg. So we're just alternating. We'll take about 5 or 6 seconds to settle into the stretch. And let's go one more time, pushing up to the downward dog. And reach through with the first leg. And the last one here, push-up position, downward dog. Should be getting a shoulder stretch there. Then we step through with the other leg. And good. All right. From there, let's come up to a knee. Tucking that tailbone down, we're going to do 2 ways. So we push forward a little bit. Then we push out to 45 degrees. Push forward. out to 45 degrees. So it shouldn't take much here. So we're keeping your tailbone tucked. And good, let's go other side. And good, let's go ahead and stand. Okay, last little bit, or last bit of warm up here just to get moving. We're gonna go forward lunge and lateral lunge. So we'll do a combination. Let's do 5 of each lunge. All right, so we just step forward, take that same foot, step out to the side, stepping forward. That's 3 of each. We've got 2 more of each. Last one. And then we'll switch it up. Other leg, so we step forward and out to the side. Last one. Where did the timer go? Okay. So we're ready to go here. Remember, the first pair is the dead bug and the mountain climber. So we're just rolling around on the ground for that. No equipment needed. I'll keep the time right here on my watch. And we'll go, remember, we're going 40 seconds on and 20 seconds off. So we'll have 20 seconds to rest. The 40 seconds of mountain climber is going to be tough. But then the dead bug isn't quite as intense. Okay. So we're ready to go here. Let's lay down on your back, ready for the dead bug. Getting started in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and here we go. So we just reach with opposites, keep the other ones frozen. Reaching out as far as you can. The more knee bend you have, the easier it gets. So as you reach, you should feel the same pressure with your low back into the floor. So as you reach, you shouldn't feel your low back starting to peel up off the ground. We want to keep that pressed. 10 seconds to go. We're always reaching with opposites. The other limbs are frozen right where they are. 3 seconds, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, mountain climbers are next. Remember, you can march, which is just slower. We're bringing those knees up, or run. Okay, starting in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and here we go. 40 seconds, mountain climbers. The more weight you have shifted forward over your arms, the less weight is in your feet. Halfway there, 20 seconds to go. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, that's round 1. Round 1 out of 6. All right, so we rest 10 more seconds. Flipping back over the dead bug. Okay, ready. And here we go, dead bugs. So obviously a little slower, more controlled here. But this gives us a chance to really focus on pressing that low back into the floor, making sure we keep a good, strong core posture as you reach. Halfway there. 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. All right, 10 seconds left to rest. We're rolling back over to do the mountain climbers. And off we go. Remember, you can adjust the speed as you need to. The more speed, the more challenging they are. We're halfway there. Okay, 3 seconds, 2, 1, and rest. Good job. Rolling back over. Taking our 20 seconds rest. We've got 10 seconds left to rest. Rolling back over for dead bugs. And here we go. Line on your back. Fix those hips. And reach nice and strong. Halfway there. Ten seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. Okay, one more time. So I said we're doing 6 rounds. We're doing 6 rounds total. That's 3 of each. So this will be our last mountain climber in 10 seconds. All right, 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Number one thing here is keeping your hips and low back stable while your legs move. Halfway. Okay, 10 seconds left. Keep it up. 2, 1, and rest. Okay, good. We'll take our minute. Next group, side planks. We're going 20 seconds each side. And then the plank jacks or the plank step out. Okay, so on the side plank, it's going to be your choice whether you want to go arm extended or on your elbow. I think when your arm's extended, it's more challenging for your arm and shoulder. But when you're down on your elbow, it makes the plank a little bit more challenging. So you decide what works best for you. And we're going to take 20 more seconds to rest. Okay. All right, getting started with a side plank in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. The top foot's going to be set forward, making sure your butt's not sticking out the back. I want to make sure we push your hips forward. So everything from your feet to your head is a nice straight line. 5 seconds left on this side. 2, 1, roll it right over. Should just let your feet pivot on the ground. Making sure we're keeping that strong posture through the whole thing. 5 seconds left on this side. 2, 1, and rest. Okay, 10 seconds left to rest. Plank jacks are next. I'm just going to be tapping out to the side in 2, 1, and here we go. Main thing here is that you're keeping your core frozen. So even as you move, your core should be frozen in one spot. Halfway there, 20 seconds to go. Keeping that head pulled away from the ground. So we don't want your forehead reaching down towards the ground while you're in this push-up position. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good, going back to side plank. 10 seconds. Let's start with the side that you finished on last time. In 3 seconds, 2, 1, and off we go. Halfway done on this side. 10 seconds left, and we'll switch. 3, 2, 1. Roll it over to the other side. Keeping those hips pressed forward. Chest facing straight forward, not down towards the ground. 5 seconds left. 2, 1, and rest. Okay, 10 seconds left to rest. Plank jacks. You can always do any combination of those two. Plank jacks and the tap out. Ready, and here we go. There we go. Spread those fingertips nice and wide. So even as you're marching out to the side, or even as your feet are moving, we're keeping everything in the middle locked up. 15 seconds left to go. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good, we're going through one more time. 10 seconds left to rest, and we go back to side plank. And here we go. We're doing 3 sets, so you start on whichever side you want. Keeping that chest facing forward. 5 seconds left on this side. 2, 1, roll it over. Five seconds left. 2, 1, and rest. Okay, last time on the tap out. In 3, 2, 1, here we go. Holding nice and strong while limbs move around a fixed core. That's the whole point of core work, is to get your limbs to move, but your spine to stay stable. Halfway there. Making sure that forehead's pulled away from the floor. 10 seconds left. 2, 1, and rest. Okay, we'll take our time here. Tack on an extra 40 seconds to the 20 seconds we have at the end of that. Last set coming up. So wide stance, anti-rotation. If you don't have something set up for that, let's go ahead and get it set up. You can push into a wall. Remember, it's just putting force in, but you're not actually going to move. So it might be a band that's pulling you that way. It might be a wall that you're pressing into. Whichever way you choose to do it. Let's get set up. In fact, I think I'm going to turn the camera just so we can see. I'll probably just do it against that wall over there. And then the push-up position with the knee tap, just starting here, and then we sort of plank up or pike up, tap your knee. Okay. All right, we're going to get started in about 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and here we go. So feet go wide. Right now I'm pressing into the wall, trying to push the wall over that way. Belly strong, tailbone tucked. And switch sides. So if you're in a door jam, you just move to the other side. Pressing in. Should feel all the way through your core, maybe in your opposite butt cheek. Make sure posture is good, up above your waistband. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, 10 seconds left to rest. Going down to a push-up position next. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So we start in that push-up position, then we pike up, tap your opposite knee, back to the push-up position. So we should be getting a hamstring stretch as you reach back. You may start to feel your shoulders a little bit here. Halfway there. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Back up for the anti-rotation. It should feel like a nice team effort through all through here and in your opposite hip. 5 seconds left. Okay, you shouldn't feel like you're pressing with your shoulders. Ready? And here we go. So your shoulders should be back. So you pull those shoulder blades back into your back. Okay, so as you're pressing, you're doing it by rotating your core, not by pressing in with your shoulders. Your arms shouldn't be doing any of the work here. 3 seconds left on this side. 2, 1. Go ahead and switch sides. Halfway there, 10 seconds left to press. Remember, shoulder blades are back. Great posture above your waistband. And rest. So that one is one where nobody knows how hard you're pressing except you. All right, so make sure we're pressing hard enough to get some work out of it, but not so hard that form breaks down. All right, and here we go, knee taps. Reaching back to tap. Nice and strong with that shoulder as you reach. If reaching shoulder or hands overhead, just essentially what you're doing is a challenge, or you're prohibited from doing that for some reason, just turn it into a shoulder tap where we're tapping your shoulder so you don't have to pike back. 10 seconds left. 2, 1, rest. All right, last pair here. Okay, anti-rotation, ready, and go. Those feet nice and wide. Feet square. Pushing into the wall like you're trying to push it over. Stretching that band. And switch sides. Ten seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Okay, last thing here, knee taps. Getting started in 5 seconds. 2, 1, and here we go. Hinging only at your hips, keep your spine stable. As you reach for your toes, or as you reach for your knee, try to look at your toes. We want your whole spine to be moving together as one piece. 5 seconds left. Sorry, 15 seconds left. Not a math guy. 2, 1, and rest. Okay, that's all we got for today. Yeah, so make sure it's really important that you. So my opinion on the plank jacks, they may be good for some. I know they're not good for me. So if you like the challenge of them, they're definitely tougher than the, just going and tapping your foot out. I know they're not good for me. So just really kind of take stock after a workout and try to, I know if you have back stuff, sometimes it's about solving those problems and just figuring out what exactly is it that gives me this pain. So sometimes it's a little bit of trial and error and sorting things out, but if there's an exercise in here that doesn't do well for you, I'll try to give you a modification or something else that you can do instead. So yeah, just let me know if anything, and Mark, I know you've shared with me what gives you the most trouble. But yeah, so in any case like this where it's something that's not good for you, feel free to modify that or ask me for a modification. I'm happy to give you something. So hope you guys have a great day. We're off to a start in the new year.
Thanks, Brian.
Thanks, Brian.
Thanks.